Thank you for joining me today. My name's Amanda from Opulence by Design Crafts, and I wanted to show you one of the new flower sheets that just launched. So a little bit different to our usual sheets. I have kept this one plain for you because it's going to have different uses depending on what kind of machine you've got. So I'm going to take you through a few different techniques tonight to show you how to use it. This I have just literally printed using my laser printer. I've printed this onto 200 GSM super smooth card, and as you can see, this is lovely and crisp with a nice black outline, which I'm then going to be popping through my laminator machine to foil it. I've done some vellum with the same design, and I also wanted to show you what it looks like printed onto. So I have printed a sheet of two sheets of backing paper on my inkjet printer, and then I've popped it through my laser printer to get the black floral print on it. So just different options depending on what machines you've got access to. Usually when I'm doing foiling, I get my trusty Mink machine out, but I wanted to show you what it looks like on a laminator. This is just a cheap bog standard laminator from Amazon, nothing fancy. I got it for laminating, but it does foil as well. So I just wanted to show you the different applications. So first of all, I'm just going to get my little folders out. There we go. So I've got a bit of foil in there from the last project. So I think I'll do the plain card first. So as per usual, when I'm doing my foiling designs, I like to do them individually or by the strip. It's up to you which way you want to go. I find by doing things individually, I use less foil, just because then I do different things with the offcuts, which I can show you in a different video. So I've got my little flower printed out, got a space around the outside, and using that bit of foil from the last project, I am going to just cut that bit off. I'm going to pop it in my little carrier sheet. This was available on Amazon. It is the Heidi Swap foiling machine carrier sheets, but you can use them in your laminator. So I have got the design facing upwards. I've popped the foil on the top. The machine is nice and hot and ready to go. Obviously, you get what you pay for. My trusty, oh, it's heavy, Mink machine is all singing, all dancing. I love my Mink products, but I know not everyone has the budget for it, or a lot of people are not going to foil that often and they just fancy getting started. Or you might have a laminator that you use for office use anyway. So I'm just looking at that coming out, and I can already see that it's adhered quite nicely. So I'm going to take the carrier sheet out. And I'm just going to take the whole thing out. And then I'm just going to gently peel back the foil. And as I say, this is just a cheap laminating machine off Amazon if anyone wants the links. This one's old. I've had this. Ooh, I got this when I got back from Canada. So I've had it at least 5 years. So the company's still about, but there is a new model. So if anyone wants the link to this on Amazon, let us know and I'll happily send you the details. So there is my foiled flower. So that's that one. What should we do next? Can I do a vellum flower for you? I just wanted to say, you get what you pay for. The Mink machine will do really, really intricate work, but for little projects like this, you can get away with a laminating machine, no problem. So I'm just going to cut myself off some foil. I've been doing this a long time, so I don't have to match up as closely as I used to. So if you're new to this, always make sure you're putting it on the right side, so when you're printing onto vellum, it'll be paler on one side than what it is on the other. I hope you can see that on the camera. That's the print's darker on that side, so I know that's the right side. I'm going to pop the foil over the top, pop it in my little carrier, pop that through the machine. And you can buy the carrier sets on Amazon as well. You get them in sets like this. Again, if anyone needs the links for this, this came as a set of 3, which is great because when you're doing little things like this, you don't have to run your big sheet through. And obviously don't discard these little pieces because we can use these in other projects. So there's my little vellum flower. Now these flowers have been specifically designed for this use. Just because an image is black and white doesn't mean you can foil it. A lot of people get very frustrated and they end up with like like orange peel effect when they're foiling. It's because the image they're using is not suitable for being. And there's your foiled vellum flower. And obviously you can colour these in as well, or you can leave them plain, or you can print on your vellum just the same as what I've done with this sheet. This could have been printed on vellum and then foiled. So there's the vellum, there's the white card. Let's do one of the purple, just show you what that looks like. And this is all the one same sheet, the same download. I've just printed it on the different mediums to give you an idea what it looks like. Sorry about that. I had to end the video there was somebody at the door. You can't plan these things, can you? So this was the one with a pale purple background. I'm going to put the foil over the top. Put that in the folder. And while that's going through, I'm going to make use of my time and I'm going to cut out one of these pink flowers. And then I can take it out. Pull the foil back. pop that through the machine. Now the one thing I will say is this does get quite hot, so I don't let it run for too long. I give it a break in between. So this is it printed onto the pink card. So I will switch that off now. I've done the 4 types and I'm just going to pop that underneath to cool down a bit. And then I'm going to take my fussy cutting snip scissors. And then I am just going to cut around the foiled flower. Now, if you have got access to a machine, a cutting machine that has a scan functionality on it, you will be able to cut these out with your machine. I sometimes use my pick scan mat if I'm doing a few and I need an extra pair of hands, but I enjoy fussy cutting. I find it quite therapeutic. So I'm letting my left hand do all the work by turning it, and I'm just literally guiding the snips in. And there's my little foiled flower cut out, ready to go. I'll just grab that sheet, just so I've got a white background for you. And then just because it's foiled, you can either layer them up to create a decoupage effect, or if I just snip a little bit into the centre, see where that little ring of little beads are. I'm just going to go all the way around and snip to that outer ring. Hopefully if I turn it over you'll be able to see it. Yeah, I've just done that because it gives us a little bit more surface area around the outside of the petals. And then I'm going to grab my ball tool, my trusty old ball tools from Tonic, and it's a larger ball tool, so 7 to 8 mil. And I'm just starting at the tip of each petal, turning it round. I'm not having to apply that much pressure. This is my 160 GSM super smooth paper. I get that on Amazon UK, so if you're in the UK and you want to have a look at what paper I use, send us a message. I'll pop over to the Hobbies Home and Sharing group. I'll quite often post the link in there. Just to cup the flower slightly, give it a little bit of shape, and then what I will do is I will finish it off by popping one of them little gems in the centre. Do another one for you. When I do these, you can do them single layer, double layer, triple layer if you want them really full. literally you have so many options with these, and it's completely up to you how you want to use them. I've done lots of coloured sheets this week. There is pink, purple, blue and a lemon in the already coloured in of these. I'll go and grab one in a minute so you can see, and they're already coloured, so it's up to you what kind of look you're trying to achieve. This is just handy to have in your collection, and because it's a nice pointy shaped flower, it's perfect for all year round. You can use it for every day, spring, summer, autumn. You can use it for your Christmas cards. Right, so same again, I'm going to turn it over, starting at the tip. Obviously the vellum's a lot lighter in GSM, so it takes even less pressure, and when I'm using the ball tool you're getting that lovely white cracking on the reverse. When I turn that over, give it a press in the centre. With the vellum flowers I tend to do a couple of layers. These were the coloured ones that I did during the week. This was the blue flowers, but it's just these would have gold edges, and that one's a single layer, that one's a double layer, so it's up to you what you want to do with them. But just wanted to show you different effects and how by printing them onto different mediums you can get a really different look. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you've liked this. If you have, please leave us a comment below, and I will see you in the next video. Take care. Good night, everyone.